Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And that was Reese's saying hi to you guys, but as you know by now, it's not his channel, it's my channel. And today we're going to talk about filthy, gross, disgusting people. And I've seen my fair share of them. They're everywhere and it's disgusting, and please stop being like this in restaurants and public places. That's all I can say because it's disgusting, and as a worker, I don't want to see it, and as a customer, I know I don't want to see it. That's disgusting. So, what kind of gross people am I talking about? I'll tell you. So, the buffet, where a majority of my stories come from, because for some reason, a majority of the people that attend a buffet are like this, and I don't understand why. If you know, or have you never noticed at a buffet these things as well, then comment down below and let me know, because I've never noticed it more than at a buffet. So when I was working the dessert side, we had this really good layered coconut cake. They called it a Hawaiian cake. Not really sure exactly where they got that from, because coconuts don't grow in Hawaii, and neither does, I don't know, I think it had strawberries in it. I mean, I'm sure they grow them on Hawaii, but it's not, anyways, it doesn't matter. So it was a nice layered cake, kind of looks something like this. And this lady flipped the top of layer cake off, and she was eating the filling, with her fingers, picking the filling out and eating it. And then she proceeded to flip the top of the cake back onto it and just walked away like it was no big deal. That was a normal thing to do when you're at a dessert area in the buffet. It's not. If you touch a cake, and especially if you're eating things off the cake, then just take the cake with you. Don't leave it there. I wouldn't want to eat a cake that someone had their fingers all up in and they were licking it and then left it. That's disgusting. This buffet had a lot of disgusting things at the dessert area though. People would leave huge stacks of dirty plates there, and there was little I guess fruit flies flying around, and things never worked. Things were leaking all the time. The sinks were flooding. This place was a mess, I'm not gonna lie. That was just in one area of this buffet, so just be aware when you go. Just look around and make sure it's clean before you eat there. So, like I've said before, the buffet I worked at had huge chocolate fountains, and honestly, because of the things I saw, I will never eat out of a chocolate fountain in any kind of restaurant, because I've seen some really disgusting stuff. And I encourage you not to eat out, not to eat from a chocolate fountain unless it's at home. And if you have an at-home chocolate fountain, why are you eating out to begin with? Stay home and put cheese in it, put chocolate in it, not at the same time, 2 separate times. We would watch people literally stick their fingers, their hands in the chocolate fountain, and then lick their fingers, and then stick their hands back in. And I mean, those are the times we saw. I guarantee you there were incidents that we did not see. And when we did see it, we did. We had to shut the area down. We had to drain all that chocolate out, clean the chocolate fountain. Then we had to hope we had enough chocolate to refill the fountain, and it was honestly just a mess. But so I mean, I don't want you guys to think, oh, people were doing this and you guys saw it and just left it like that. We didn't. We would definitely clean it, but I guarantee you there was times that we did not see it happen that it did happen. But yeah, they would stick their hands in it, and then they would lick it and stick their fingers back in. Or they would take their ice cream cones and they'd be licking it. It wasn't like, oh, they asked us to do it right off the bat, and we would have, because we could always put a little bit in a bowl and dip it. But instead of asking to do that, they would be licking the ice cream cone, decide they wanted it dipped, and then proceed to just stick their whole ice cream cone into the chocolate fountain. And that's equally disgusting. Not to mention the things I've seen people dip into the fountain that really should never have been dipped into the fountain. They always had an assortment of cookies. There was apples. If it was in season, there were strawberries. But people would take stuff from like other areas of the buffet and dip them in chocolate. I saw someone dip a piece of pizza in the chocolate fountain. I saw someone dip a lobster tail in the fountain. I mean, the lobster tail really just grossed me out because that's something you do not dip in chocolate. I don't care how much into the sweet and savory business you're into, that is disgusting. Plus, a lot of people have shellfish allergies, and you could potentially kill someone because they think it's chocolate and there should be no shellfish in chocolate. Don't eat from a chocolate fountain. They're disgusting. End of discussion. That's all I can say about that. But believe it or not all disgusting things I've seen were at restaurants. When I had told you guys I was a salesperson at a furniture store. And this honestly was like beyond me. I would never have thought I would see something like this in a furniture store, or I mean, personally, I would never be doing this in public. I'm not a teenager anymore, and these people weren't teenagers either, I'll say that. We had a couple that were very intensely making out and pretty much grinding and humping on one of the display couches on the sales floor because they wanted to test the couch out. Most people just sit on it, they'll maybe pop the recliner and see if it's comfortable. I've never seen anyone say we need to get it on this couch to make sure it fits all of our needs. Pretty sure you can get it on any couch in all honesty. Wait till you get home to try that out. And I'm talking about like when a coworker had brought it to my attention, it was already going on for like 5 minutes, they said. And then when they told me, it was like another 5 minutes. And I kind of was just like, I don't even know how to approach this. So we shoved it off on another coworker and was like, it's your problem now, because they were the manager. We were just salespeople. But I mean, because, you know, believe it or not, like the display couches and stuff, they end up selling them at a very like discounted rate. But I mean, if you're doing that in public and you're just all over each other, nobody wants to see that. Like I said, maybe when I was like 16, 17, yeah, I made out in public, of course. You're a teenager and you do that. As a 30-year-old, no, I know I don't do that. I do not make out on couches in stores anymore. Ever. I've never done that. That is weird and creepy, and everyone can see you, and like your dude and or your woman or your man, whoever you're with. Super weird. Super weird. Don't do that either, because that's a different kind of gross, in all honesty. Nobody wants to see that. But that's all the stories I have for you guys today. So, if you're having a good day or a bad day, just leave it down below and we'll talk it all out. And I'll see you guys all next Wednesday with some more stories. Bye! Yes, go Reese's Crawl. Oh, you're done? Okay. You're so perfect. Boop.